KitchenAid fridge that's not working, it's not cooling. It has a model number here. You can see it. Lots of other fridges with different model numbers all use the same control board that apparently has two components that go bad. One is a capacitor, one is a relay. And a gentleman by the name of Steve Jenkins, who wrote a very interesting article, hopefully will help us to fix this fridge. I found an operating manual for the fridge in this video. I was then able to use that manual to find the electronic control board part number, and using that number I went to many suppliers and discovered that no one sells this board anymore, and I was about to give up on the whole thing. Then I found this article by Steve Jenkins which says that we could repair this board for $6. He showed which two components need to be replaced, a capacitor and a relay that are shown here, and he even included the part numbers for you to buy them. Steve also included a complete list of all fridge models that use the same electronic control board. Check the list carefully, see if your fridge is among them. I was able to find mine. Then verify with your owner manual if your electronic control board is one of the two listed here. To access the control board, you'll need to pull out your fridge, unplug it, and remove the bottom rear panel using a 1/4-inch drive. In the back of the fridge here, and just with a 1/4-inch impact driver, you're able to remove all of those screws like I just did. This was the last of them. I'll put all them screws on here. You get a vacuum and clean that all up, and then we'll be ready to find the board here. Okay. Once the panel is removed, you'll need to remove the inverter box. You'll have to remove the screw at the bottom left side here. Once the inverter box is removed, then you'll be able to remove the control board, which is located in this metal box, and you'll need to remove these two screws with a 1/4-inch drive. So we removed the screw here to remove this guy. And once this inverter box is out of the way, then we can remove those two screws, this screw and that screw, and that is basically the housing for the control board that we need to repair. So we're going to remove those two screws now. 1/4-inch drive, one screw off, two screws off, and now the board, you can see the board in there is coming out. Okay. It would be easier if we remove this wire harness. So take the clips off of this, and that now we can get to remove this board here. Okay, that will access this, and we'll slide the board out. So now we were able to pull the board out. We just had to remove that little ground screw on the side, pulled the board out, and now you'll be able to you should discharge yourself first, and then you got to remove all these clips. And once we get those clips off, we'll be able to get to the board and remove this relay and this capacitor and replace those, okay? So now with a plier, you can just squeeze these little tabs, help you remove the board. Squeeze these tabs, push it in the board through here. Hard to do with one hand holding the camera, but you get the message here. I'm going to have to put this down there. They're going through, you see? And that will help you to get the board out of its housing. And with any luck, yeah, there we go, last one here. You should be able to do this a lot easier, because without having to worry about a camera, like I am, you'll be able to pop those in there, no problem. Okay, that'll help us get the board out now. One more. There we go, it's out. Now we've got the board out. There we go. We're going to bring this inside now, and we're going to get to those parts that Steve Jenkins said that we should be replacing. I believe it's this capacitor and this relay. Let's get to it. So we have our board here ready to repair. I've got my Steve Jenkins. Here's the how to fix a Whirlpool KitchenAid. He does a great job explaining this, like 50+ pages, and So based on this, we're going to replace, you can see here, it's this one, this relay, and it's, there he's showing us where it was inside of the panel, but it's that relay, so it's basically this relay right here, and this capacitor we're going to replace, okay? So let's get to it. Okay, so let's get to that capacitor first. Turn this over and we'll see where it is, and we'll get to it. It's this one right here, so we're going to do that next. That's it, we're done. We changed that capacitor and we changed this little relay. You can see we got an Omron on here, and it's exactly the part number that our friend Steve Jenkins told us to change. Great guy. Wasn't for him, we'd have been shit out of luck here. So there you can see our, not the greatest soldering job, but let's hope this works, okay? And we'll see if we're in business. Now we got the board fixed, and we're going to put it back inside of its housing with all the connectors. So just pop all the right connectors back in. Clip the board back in, all those clips. Now we put all these wire harnesses back in. One, it's pretty easy. Make sure we get them all on the right. That one back in, and that's it. Just as easy as that. Now we gotta rotate this and get it inside of there and reattach it. Okay, we'll do that next. Okay, now we got the board inside in the housing. Let's put this guy 1/4" drive. The housing is back in. Now we can put the ground wire back on there. Okay, 1/4" drive. That's the ground wire. Then we gotta reattach this guy here. Yes, this guy here. Power over there. Yeah. Okay, that's it. Put the board in, and we turned it on, and it looks like it's running. The fan seems to be running. We're gonna just do a little clean job now, and then we're gonna see if it starts cooling. But I think that did the trick. I just put the panel back on, 1/4" drive. Okay, over on this side. Oh, can't get that one till later. This one is a little tricky.